Welcome back everyone. We are just about to get started with our Spyro 214 tally by Tyzerra. And yeah, we're going to be teaching Ripto who is boss. So Ty, would you like to go and count in and start off this run?
I'd love to. Hello everyone. I hope you're enjoying Spyrothon so far. Or the Spyro Showcase rather. But yeah, so if I just count down from 5.
Go ahead.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's go. Let's get this show on the road. So, what's up? I'm Tyzerra, as you all know. By the schedule, hopefully. This is 14 Talisman, which is sort of like a legacy any percent category. This used to be any percent before Gulp Skip was found. Although there are a bunch of tricks in this run called proxies, which I won't be doing because
apparently
I just sort of had a lot of fun running this category without proxies. So it changes up the route a bit, and there's some cool stuff going on.
Why am I not hearing?
But it does mean I need
audio?
a bunch more gems than most runners.
It does. I'll
this
fix that in a second.
So I hope you enjoy.
Figure out
gem
why
collecting.
I'm not hearing game audio.
It says 100% on screen. Damn, I've been foiled. I just went to split, but I'm not running splits. That's funny, just habit. That's my legacy, because I always used to run 100%. It's what I'm known for. Anyway, yeah, so already, there's some stuff going on. If you're not familiar with Spyro 2 as a speedrun, the main sort of broken movement mechanic in this game is the double jump. So if you just jump and then without holding any directions, do a charge while you're jumping up, then that charge sort of gets pushed upwards. And you get given a bunch more height, and it allows you to, access places that you really shouldn't be able to access. But it's such a great tool. It allows you to get to all sorts of places early. Okay, Spark's just having a quick feast. Where am I going? Yeah, so a fun fact, I've not played this game for a couple of weeks. I was running 14 tally pretty actively a few weeks ago, but then I got a PB and I was pretty satisfied with it. I got a 26.58 without proxies, and I was like, you know what, that'll do me. I'm done with this. So then I put the game down and I've been playing Ape Escape 2 recently instead. But I'm picking up the dragon again just for this showcase. Okay. I forgot the orbs and the gems. Oh no. I'm ruining it for everyone. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm actually down on some gems right now, so I'm going to pick up some extras at the end of this. Oh, boys. The movement is all still there. I kind of wanted that gem, but it's fine. I went to split again. The air crawls. Hopefully the monkeys don't give me the runabout. So I should have been on 275 leaving that level, but a few down. But it's all good. I mean, really, the only tight spot for gems in this run is the first few levels. I need to have 500, leaving Colossus. Did it actually say 100% on the stream? I thought someone was just memeing, because that's what I always used to do. That's really funny, though. Anyway, I'm just sort of like catching up on chat. I see some good luck messages. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, so if people aren't familiar with this run, like I said, it sort of used to be any percent before Gulp Skip was found. So the objective of this category is you want to visit every level and pick up the talisman from the end of that level. You need all 6 talismans from Summer Forest, and then the 8 talismans in Autumn Plains. And together those 14 let you access the Gulp fight. So heading into each level, sort of making a beeline to the end to get the talisman, and then getting a bunch of gems along the way. Is that a reference to when Grant did 12 talisman? Because he just forgot some. Oh my god, I need some of those gems. So here's the double jump coming in, you know, majorly useful. Sequence breaking and all that stuff. And I've had to make a few gem adjustments based on what I've missed so far, but pretty sure I'm good here. 504. We good, we good. I'll never forget when Grant did a 100% race with me and Alex one time, and he finished the game and then noticed that he only had like 98% or something. And he was like desperately flicking through the guidebook trying to figure out what he missed. And he missed the Skelos Talisman and like a bunch of gems for no reason. It's so good. I miss Grant. He was in my stream this morning, actually. It was great to see him. Anyway, so 500 gems leaving Colossus. That is important because then I can buy the swim ability from Moneybags. And you can complete this game without buying any abilities. You don't need to buy anything from Moneybags. But that requires proxies, which again, I'm not doing. So this level's interesting. Hopefully I get this clip first try. That was not quite it. This is sort of unique. There aren't really any other tricks in the game like this. There we go. You just sort of push yourself into that corner and you clip right on through. And then you can do some cool out of bounds movement, get straight to the tally room. Very neat. Shout outs to ESG Puppet Master for discovering that back in 2015. An unintended reference because you didn't know. Oh, that's funny. Mate, Zumi, I can penguin proxy. But yeah, this is the first level in the run where if you don't have swim, you need to proxy. So you can get a huge proxy off of the turtle's face for some reason. And that lets you skip all of the underwater parts. But if you don't do that, then the only way to get through here is with swim, as far as I'm aware. Very nice. So, you know, double jump just making these levels a breeze. Very nice. He didn't hit me. Door skip. Ah, based. So to get into this tally room, which you can't see because you're just looking at the door real close up, you're supposed to flame a turtle and then you flame him so that he eventually stands on the button and holds the door open for you. But with some good positioning and correct timing, you can stand on the button yourself, walk off of it, and then blast right in and get the tally. Pretty cool. Oh, I kind of want that 10 gem. Oh my god, where am I going? Help! This is what happens when I don't play the game for a couple weeks. I need some help on how to train my dragon. Reminder to stay hydrated and to sit up straight. Now, I think this is the first level where I actually have to pay Moneybags to help me get through. Oh, that was nice. Got some momentum off of that glide, carried it through. I'm still on full sparks at this point, which is very nice. Yeah, so I've got to pay Moneybags 100 gems so that I can use his submarine to get through the shark-infested waters. Oh, that was very nice. Got all the gems that I wanted to there. So really, the aim of the game in this category is to sort of maximize your gem count while minimizing the detour. So generally, you want to take the quickest path through each level, but you know, you want to get a lot of gems in the process. And honestly, most of the fast gems in this run are in Autumn Plains. Summer Forest doesn't have a lot of fast gems. So typically, you just sort of get the gems that are in your path in Summer Forest. And then Autumn Plains is where you know, slightly detour. to get all those juicy 10s and 5s. Oh, I can post my own emote. Can I get a wet again in the chat? I completely forgot. Right. I would try and commentate this boss, but I am notoriously bad at royally screwing up this fight if I'm not silent and focusing. So what I can tell you is that it's faster to take damage on most of these hits, because then you can land a very quick attack on Crush. And also you deliberately let him walk away for a second. By letting him walk away for a moment, he immediately returns to the pad that he was just on. So you can minimize the distance that he travels. Nice. Didn't mess it up, boys. Now I'll get some sheep to replenish sparks. I went to split again. I can't stop myself. There are actually some faster strats for that fight that I don't do, because I'm a baby. But instead of taking damage off Crush's attacks, you can deliberately fall into the lava at just the right time, and then that has the same effect of cancelling Crush's attack, but just ever so slightly faster. And if you do all of the lava damage abuses in that fight, you can save a juicy 2 to 2.5 seconds. I do in Autumn Plains, Zumi, yeah. I jumped a bit early, but this should be fine. Yeah, there we go. So this level, I always like discussing this level in 14 Tally. It's fairly short, but it's just packed with tricks. There's just so much stuff. Like, I've already done 2, like, not necessarily difficult, but like, pretty intense double jumps. And then a neat little trick you do here. Oh no, I messed it up. You can get a Sproder, which is short for Sproderman, which I think is a play off of Spider-Man, but like Spyroderman. Basically, there are like certain little ledges like that. Oh my god. I should have practiced this. I can't do it. Help. I should have practiced before doing this run. There we go. So if you double jump at that corner and then charge sort of over it, you get a little bit of height out of it. And by doing that, it gives you just enough height so that you can then hover up. Oh my god, onto the ledge. Anyway, yeah, what I was trying to say about this level is that it's fairly short, but it's absolutely just packed to the brim of jumps and tricks. It's pretty insane. Which jump is that, Zumi? The Sproder, the one that I messed up a lot? Anyway, I think we're good on gems. I just looked at my gem count there. So those of you with a keen eye will notice that I just skipped out Zephyr. I went straight from Crystal Glacier into Skelos Badlands, but off to the side, to my right, that I just ignored, was a whole other level. What's the deal with that? Am I just not going into that level? How am I going to get back there? Surely it's going to take ages to walk all the way back over there. Well, hold on, and later in the run, you shall see. Oh, that was a nice little wall glide. That was cheeky. Oh, that was gorgeous. That was textbook. What a textbook Skelos that was. I think that is the... I was going to say, I think Skelos is the shortest level in the run, but I think it might be tied with Breeze. Both of them are like 54-second long splits. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna ignore Zephyr for now. Oh, up the first wall. Yeah, that one's tough. That's really tough for beginners. I think a lot of people struggle with that one. Speaking of hard jumps, though, who's ready for Maskless? Hold on to your hats. Here we go. First try, boys. So normally, if you want to climb up to this tally quickly, you jump on the boat and then you jump up onto the mast. And then from there, you jump over to the tally. But with a pretty, I don't want to say it's precise, but like with a fairly good double jump and then a spin hovers being some weird tech that gives you just a little bit more height. You can make it up onto there without the mast, hence mastless. Oh my god, I can't do ground to ball. Oh no, it's all fallen apart. Okay, here we go. So now we're skipping the need to buy the climb ability. Who needs to climb ladders when you can do hardcore parkour? Am I right? But yeah, back to spin hovers. For some reason, if you face one direction, start your hover, and then sort of twist Spyro to face another direction, he gains height. Not much, but just a bit. And in the case of Breeze, it is, it's just what you need to make it up without having to, do some extra jumps. I mean, I don't think there's really much to explain in this level. You do some double jumps, you skip over things, you complete the level quickly. Oh my god, my gem count is looking good at least. I think I'm 5 gems over where I like to be. But it's all good. Off to Fracture Hills. Any fans of Scotland in the house tonight? I hope you like bagpipes. No. Well, I mean, you're all in for a bad time then. Very nice. Get a cheeky glide. Very nice. Let's see if I can get some quick skips in here. I think I have the very first one. There's a weird phenomenon in this level where sometimes when you free... Oh, that was good. When you free these satyrs, sometimes like you can gain control of Spyro maybe like half a second earlier than normal for some reason. No one seems to really know why it happens. So considering that there are 6 satyrs and you can save half a second on each of them, that's like 3 seconds that you could just lose or save for no reason. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, free the 6 satyrs. That opens up the tally room. We head in. We get the tally. Interestingly, you can skip into this room without freeing the 6 satyrs. You don't have to do that. But the NPC is not loaded in. She doesn't talk to you. She can't give you the tally. So, unfortunately, we have to free the 6 satyrs. Very strange. Laughing at Wojo's comment. Now into Magma Cone. Now I've got to kill a couple of enemies in this level because there is a Superfly power-up at the end of the level, which proves very useful. And by very useful, I mean, I think it's mandatory. Because we don't have the climb, we can't climb the volcano at the end. Also, if you fall down there at the beginning of the level, you're stuck. You have to pause and exit the level because you don't have climb. That's fun. But yeah, so I kill those 2 enemies, who are conveniently placed in my path anyway. And then that activates this Superfly power-up over here. And I'll use that to get on top of the volcano. With a cheeky little Superfly jump. So if you're ever in the Superfly, if you just hold down on the D-pad for a little bit of time, and then let go of it, and then do double jump inputs, like just pretend that you're doing a double jump, you get that insane Superfly jump, as it's called. And so since we don't have climb to get to the top of the volcano, that's very useful. Gems are looking very good. So now all this gem collecting, I can actually spend some gems. So there are 2 levels that require 400 gems in this world. Shady Oasis, which I'm about to enter, and then Zephyr, which we will get to shortly. So for the longest time in 14 Tally, this is the level that people would end on, because logically it's sort of the last one in the sequence of levels. But the thing about this level is that it's an auto-scroller. You have to guide Shorty, the hippo, to the end of the level. And so because it's an auto-scroller, you can pick up loads of gems, 151 to be exact, that cost you no time whatsoever. That's 151 free gems, which means you can cut out 151 gems elsewhere in the run. 151 gems that are costing you time. So a while ago, I think a couple years ago now, a few people, I believe it was Newen and Drashed, but let me know if someone else was involved, sort of stumbled upon this neat thing. So if you're missing any talismans from any of the levels, I think it's if you're missing 1 or 2 talismans, you can speak to Elora in the homeworld, and she'll say, "Hey Spyro, looks like you're missing some talismans. Do you want me to take you to the level where you're missing a talisman?" And if you say yes, oh no, I need this. If you say yes, she'll just teleport you straight to that level. So armed with that knowledge, they said, okay, well, what if we skip Zephyr so that we don't get the talisman from it? And then after Shady, we go speak to Elora somewhere. Then Elora will say, looks like you're missing a talisman from Zephyr. Do you want me to teleport you there? And you say yes. That way, you get to collect 151 gems for free in Shady Oasis. I think I actually missed 2, but it's fine because there's an extra 2 here. Oh wait, no, I'm several gems up. That's funny. I can't count. Anyway, so I run to, I was gonna say Zoe, Elora. And so as you can see, she just warps me straight to Zephyr. So yeah, what used to be done is that after Crystal Glacier, you would go straight to Zephyr, which means you would need 400 gems after finishing Glacier, which means you have to collect lots of slow gems in Summer Forest. But now, I can take out a load of those slow gems and replace them with 151 free gems in Shady. And the estimate is that that saves maybe like 6 seconds. That's what Newen told me, but since I've been doing it in runs, we've said, yeah, okay, that's not true. It saves way more. Anyway, yeah, the reason that you're not used to seeing it is because it's only faster. It's only worth doing if you're buying the amount of things that I'm buying. If you're like following the world record sort of route or whatever, and you're doing all the proxies, it's not an issue because you're not spending 500 gems on swim. So it's only faster basically if you're me. Anyway, so that is all 14 talismans collected. And then we're going to fight Gulp, the bane of every Spyro 2 runner's existence. There isn't a lot of RNG in this game, but boy, is it all crammed into this fight. So where these eggs drop is random. What comes out of the eggs? Well, not to begin with. Oh, damn. Okay, that was unfortunate. But yeah. So the first 3 phases are fixed. The first phase is always barrels, the second phase is always bombs, the third phase is always rockets. But after that, where the eggs drop is random, what the eggs hatch into is random, how fast they hatch is also random. Sometimes an egg can drop, but it will just sit, refusing to open for a long time. Lots of RNG here. Okay, so we're past the first 3 phases, so now it's just a free-for-all. Don't come for me. Okay, cool. So the aim of this is to get as many double hits as you can. While the gulp is being damaged by the first thing, you can send a second thing at him. Can make this work. Oh no! That was terrible. Oops. Probably shouldn't get hit. I might try and leave this fight sparksless. There's a cool trick that I can do in Winter Tundra if I leave this fight with no sparks. So I might try and do that deliberately. Just for swag. Oh wow, look at all these bombs. Oh, I should have just hit them because he's on 3 health. So if I get a single then a double, that would have been fine. Right, I need to get a double, possibly a triple here. Oh my god, what's with all the bombs? Try and go for a gulp proxy. Damn. I've forgotten how to do that properly. Just drop something, anything. Okay. I sort of half-heartedly went to glide into the lava so that I could leave sparksless, but it's fine. So yeah, if I left here sparksless, I'm about to skip into Dragon Shores, which is supposed to be the end game reward. Like once you've defeated everything, you get to go to Dragon Shores. But you'll see we're about to skip there early and pick up something that's very useful. But yeah, if you're sparksless, you can get a swim in Dragon Shores. You can go out of bounds and then swim. You're not supposed to swim. Typically your game crashes, but if you're sparksless, you get the swim every time, consistently. Man, those were some sexy stairs. Fast Dragon Shores entry, pay attention. Ooh, that was some good movement. But yeah, I guess something to say about portals. If there's ever a portal in this game that's locked or you're not supposed to get into it yet, they just store it underneath the level. So by going out of bounds and then gliding under the level, you can get straight in there. Nice, getting over the wall. So now, I'm gonna pick up the infinite fireball power-up, which you're supposed to have 100% to open the door to that. But again, you know, just do some double jumps, go out of bounds, and get it. So the reason we do that is because the Ripto fight is heavily RNG based. And it turns out having Fireball makes it way easier. Also, I just realized like I'm supposed to go for this and it might be... Okay, first try. I just had this sudden realization that like I might fail that a lot because I've not done it in 2 weeks. But yeah, you can go out of bounds there. And you can just sort of like catch the trigger for swim while you're still out of bounds.
Spyro, we want...
And you can get swimming out and then go straight into this boss. You're supposed to use 40 orbs. You're supposed to like go through the game, collect 40 orbs by doing a bunch of challenges, and then open the fight. But you know, this is way quicker. And then this is why we get Fireball. Instead of having to deal with RNG and... Oh, I missed the early hit there. You just mash fireballs at him. Hopefully I can get a good phase 3 here. Yeah, so time will be coming up once I land the final hit on Ripto. Man, I just sort of like waffled on during, I wasn't really thinking much during this run. Alright. Oh, I could have got a hit in there. Time is coming up now. And there we go. That is Spyro 2, 14 Talisman, completed in some time. I don't know. I can't see a timer anywhere.
Your final time, Ty, was 28:59.
Okay, I mean 28:59. That would have been from... Yeah, I just saw Phoenix's message. So take off 18 seconds for the loading cutscenes and stuff. That's pretty decent, I guess.
Would you say it's pretty based?
Pretty based, yeah.
Pretty
I would. That's pretty based. And then the question is, based on what?
Ooh,
I don't
well,
know.
that's all for you in the chat to interpret.
I'm just anticipating what the chat's going to say. Someone was going to say it, so I thought I'd get in there first. But anyway, yeah, that's Spyro 2. That's 14 Talisman with no proxies. If you want to see what this run looks like with all the proxies, all the crazy strats, and then also the skip into Ripto at the end, there's a crazy Sproda strat where you sort of jump around the side of the castle and you alternate between pressing square and X, and Spyro somehow clings to the wall, and then you get into the loading zone. Crazy stuff. You should go watch Spora's world record. It's insanely good.
Awesome. And before you finish off, Clive, got any shout-outs at all? Any other final words you got to say?
That's a good question. I haven't thought about this. No, I guess thanks for inviting me on here. I think the previous Spyro 2 runner for this showcase dropped out, and so I was sort of asked if I wanted to come on, do a run, and I thought, you know what, Spyro 2 is a great game. I love it. I want some representation. So yeah, thanks a bunch for inviting me on.
Awesome. And we've got actually some more Spyro 2 a little later with Reignited. So if any of you folks want to see any HD Spyro later with that, then make sure to tune in for the Spyro 2 80% race that will be happening later tonight. So next up we have Edu 4 with Spyro A Hero's Tale 40 Dark Gem. And yeah, this is going to be really exciting to see how we're going to fight Red through this one. And right, we're going to leave you for a few minutes then, folks. Go in, get some drink, go and have a chill. And we'll be up with some 40 Dark Gem with A Hero's Tale with Edu 4. See you in a bit.